Hello everyone! Today is day one. I will be making a white dress. So I showed you my sewing makes for the month of February and you guys like this dress right here. So I decided I am going to film a tutorial on how to make it. So let's go ahead and get started. It is day 2 and I plan on finishing the bodice and the sleeves. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to sewing. It by about 1/2 inch along the neckline and then I press it twice, so it's so much easier to work with. It just gives you so much control of the fabric. Stitching about 2 inches from each other. Inches from the hemline. It's time to add the elastic. So I measured the circumference of my arm. It's about 10 inches. Stitch it. I'm going to tack it on both ends to serge it first, and then I'm going to fold it like this. Okay, you guys, today is day 3 and I plan on finishing the dress today. By the way, you guys, I am wearing the dress that I made a couple of weeks ago. Today I decided to wear it so I can show it to you guys. So yeah, I really love how this dress turned out, and as you can see, it fits really well. And take note, I didn't use any sewing patterns. I just cloned my dress and I adjusted the neckline so it fits better, because the original dress that I use has a deep U neck and I didn't really like that because I feel like I was showing too much skin up here. So I decided to raise up the neckline and I made this beautiful dress. Shoulder, as you can see, I already made a channel for the elastic that's going to be placed in here. This is about 7 inches long and I am going to just feed it in the channel that I created. This measurement is going to vary depending on your body type, so you are gonna have to test that out for yourself and use the right measurement that you are comfortable with. Okay, so that's that. That's the end, and I'm just going to tack it, and it's the same thing for this one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Now, as you can see, I have a pretty nice sleeve here. So let's go ahead and do the same thing with this one. I'm going to stitch the inseam. Right sides of the fabrics should be facing. This is what the bodice looks like and I absolutely love it. It turned out so nice. So now let's move on to the bottom of the dress. So this is the front panel and this is the side panel. Okay, so I stitch the skirt, so now it's one piece. It's a little too small for the dress because when I cut this, I forgot that I was doing a stretchy waistline, so I just cut it like as if I'm going to put a zip on the dress. So I'm just going to wing it from here. I'm just going to trim down 3 inches from here to make the waistline a little bit bigger so it can actually fit the waistline on the bodice. Sort of reference, I have 4, but I think I'm only going to use 3 pieces. the part that took forever to do. Guys, it took me 2 hours to put the ruffle on the dress because it was time consuming and I had to redo it because I wasn't happy with the way it was gathered. So my tip for you is, if you are going to gather a big piece of ruffle, you should do 2 rows of basting stitches, so the gathers are going to be much stable and easy to work with. Also, you have to do it in section instead of sewing like a one whole row of stitches. You should do it at least 2 or 3. Break it into like smaller sections, just so it's so much easier to gather. Guys, let's talk about the patterns that I used today. So this is what a bodice block looked like. I drafted this a few years ago. So this is the front and this is the back. If you don't have this and you don't want to make your own, find a pattern that has a basic bodice. So this has a basic bodice and you can use that actually. So if you're interested, this is McCall 8060. You can easily alter it to this pattern that I'm going to show you. It's going to fold it in half like this. Okay, so you have your basic bodice block and we are working on the front bodice. Okay, you can kind of see what I have here. So basically you are going to remove about 2 inches from the shoulder. This is 2 inches and you're just going to draw a straight line from the neckline straight. You're just basically going to straighten it, and you are going to remove the darts as well. And then of course you're going to add seam allowance. Going to be 2 pieces of this because you want another piece that goes on the other side, and this opens up because it's on fold. So for the back, you are going to do the exact same thing. You are going to cut it across like that, and this becomes the back. So if you're going to do a sheared back, you are going to add 6 inches from the fold. Okay, so you're gonna extend it to 6 inches, and then you are gonna cut it on fold, so you will have 1 piece of back bodice. And the sleeves is so easy. First, you are just going to get the shape of the arm side, trace the arm side. As you can see, it should be the same, so when you sew it later on, it's going to match. So basically you just copy the arm side of the bodice. That's for the sleeve, and then you are going to make this as wide as you want it to be. The more fabric you add, the more voluminous it's gonna be. Inseam, as you can see, it's cut on slant. The reason why is I don't want the inseam to be longer than this. That's why I took about 2 inches from the side, and then I kind of slanted it this way. And the length is totally up to you too. So yeah, so this length is up to my elbow. This is a half circle skirt, and I have a tutorial on how to make this. I'm just going to have the link in the description box below. Yeah, I had to adjust the waistline because the bodice has a stretchy waistline, so I had to adjust it by about 2 to 3 inches. The ruffles, I simply trace the shape of this side here. I just trace it because I wanted the ruffles to have the same shape as the skirt, or it's going to look weird. So I decided to do that, and I just cut like 8 yards of ruffles, by the way. That's how you can easily do this, by simply doing a pattern mash. If you don't have a bodice pattern yet, you can get this basic that you can easily alter. Or if you want to make your own, fellow YouTuber that actually shows a really good tutorial on how to draft a basic bodice patterns. His name is Rod Ian Bulong, and I'm going to have the tutorial in the description box below. He's amazing in what he do. I like watching his channel, and I think it's very helpful. Now let's go ahead and show you what the dress looks like. I don't know why I did that. that's it, you guys, and I hope you like this tutorial. If you would like to see more, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so YouTube will recommend my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I post new video every week. Lastly, if you haven't clicked the notification, be sure to hit the bell icon so you will get notified whenever I post a new one. I will see you next time. Bye!